If you like the video, then please consider supporting Slope's Game Room on Patreon.
I wanna take you for a ride.
We all have the ability to start a crowdfunding campaign. The ability to make a video and sell our brilliant idea to the world. And although sometimes that works out pretty great, other times not so much. And today we're going to follow on from the video I did a month or so ago as part of the awesome Did You Know Gaming Extra series, where I talked about the video games created by fans that acted as sequels to popular video game franchises, but without the permission from the IP owner. Oh yes, when I went researching these pilfered IPs for that video, I bust the door wide open, and along with plenty of suggestions from my Kickscammer detective agency on Discord, I feel like I've come up with 5 of the very best. Sorry, make that 5 of the very worst IP hoggers to ever grace crowdfunding websites like Indiegogo and Kickstarter. So, with that, let's get on with it. Hi everyone, I am DJ Slope from Slope's Game Room, and this is 5 stolen and stupid Kickstarter video games.
Ah, what a great video. But if you'd like to see a crowdfunding campaign that isn't a massive embarrassment to everybody involved, why not check out Ashens and the Polybius Heist, our vaguely video game themed movie that we've got being funded right at this second. I'll tell you what, you might even see Mr. DJ Slope himself, Daniel Ibbotson, in it. Ooh. Thank you, bye.
So, who's ready for this? Smash Ultimate? Me? Nah, not so much. I personally had quite a bit of fun with the GameCube and Wii versions, but never really cared that much for the N64, 3DS, Wii U or Wii U 2 versions, even though it apparently includes every single character in the franchise so far. Yeah, right, every character. Hello Mario, I am very excited to see you fight on Super Smash Bros. You are one of the best fighters that exists. However, I and my friends Conker, Rayman and Goman, we are very excited to challenge you in a fight. Please accept our challenges. What the hell is this? Yeah, see, I bet you forgot about those 4, didn't you? Well, that's not all, because for only $200 US you can actually choose one of the next 8 characters too. Oh dear. This, guys, is Smash Overload, a mod for the original N64 game of Super Smash Bros. Not only will it eventually give you 12 new characters, bringing the roster up to 24, but you'll also get 8 new characters, 24 character menu configurations, 25 new items, and new moves for the original characters.
If all the people who see this video donate $1, the project will end much faster. In order to complete this project, it is necessary to obtain this amount of money.
Sorry guys, I don't know why hearing Mario speak like that was so funny to me. Anyway, yeah, this is simply a mod for the original game, isn't it? Reskinning original characters into something new. Well, this is something that gamers have been doing for years for free. However, for some reason, this little campaign owner who has decided to also completely disappear, how the hell are people doing this, has actually decided that he needs a little more than 8 grand to go and do it. Yeah, if it smells like a scam, it probably is one. Obviously, you don't need me to tell you that it didn't hit its goal. Not long after it went live, it just died. A couple of new sites jumped on to talk about the mess that was Smash Overload, but best of all was when this very angry fan jumped in and gave his 2 cents. His original comments are now deleted. Again, not sure how this is all happening, but he did copy and paste it all into the Smashboards.com forums. Not only did the character's select screens not add up, but he even worked out what we all assumed all along. along. These are not new characters, they're simply character swaps. Conker is Nez, Goman is Mario, Rayman is Luigi, and Banjo is Fox. Simply put, not only is this a blatant cash grab from a simple ROM hack that is disguised as a little bit more, but the video also uses sleight of the hand camera trickery to fool you into thinking the hack is further along than expected. Thankfully, this guy got out while he can. After all, we all know what sort of company Nintendo can be to even the best community modders out there, even if they are asking, well, for nothing. And I'm sorry to say, mysterious Smash obsessor, but slapping down this crap isn't gonna save you at all. If you support us, it's really important to know that you are not giving us money in exchange for anything in particular. We hope you'll support us because you believe in our work as modders. Oh, shut up, mate. Ghouls and Ghosts, or Ghosts and Goblins. Whatever you want to call it, it's a series that I am a very big fan of. In my opinion, this series hit its peak on the PSP with the Ultimate game, although that is a bit of an unpopular opinion as the vast majority of gamers will drag their decapitated corpses to the classic SNES game, Super Ghouls and Ghosts. And it turns out that Phantasm Studios was one of those hardcore fans, as they decided to create a follow-up. Yeah, sounds great, right? And to be fair, for this particular segment, I'm going to remove the stolen and the stupid from the title, as they did in fact get in touch with Capcom to get their permission. This is the part of the story where it gets a little bit hazy though. Yes, they went to the IP owners, and yes, by all accounts, Capcom wasn't against the idea of a follow-up. However, from what I can tell, there wasn't many other communications between the company after this. As an outsider looking in, reading the updates and the comments via the Wayback Machine, Capcom simply liked the idea and Phantasm Studios took that as a green light, when what they really should have done is get it confirmed. This is the now deleted but never forgotten, thanks to the internet, Ghosts and Goblins Demon World. It didn't last very long, obviously, and Capcom stated that they never gave permission for the project to go ahead. So now, all you got is a nice little takedown notice in its place.
If we can't secure a developer's license, we will change King Arthur and the name of the game, but that is all. Thankfully, werewolves, demons, skeletons, reapers, ghosts, goblins, etc. are all public domain. The modifications will be so minor, the changes will be easy and will not change our release schedule.
Sadly, that release schedule came and went, which is a shame. However, if you guys fancy a decent follow-up to Ghosts and Goblins, well then look no further than Curse Castilla, an absolutely amazing G&G inspired game that deserves all of the hype and is easily one of the very best limited run play exclusives going. Sadly, it's out of print as of the making of this video. Here's my copy, but there will be a nice little affiliate link below if you want to go check it out. You know, if you fancy it.
Rise from your grave.
I got no idea what was going on here, and the campaign owner decided to make a better version of Altered Beast. Yeah, to be fair, out of all the classic Sega games, Altered Beast is one of the fondest early arcade games that is in desperate need of a bit of a do-over. It's a game with so much incredible style, charm, and an amazing soundtrack to boot. But I think we can all agree it's one of their earlier games that has aged quite a bit, and it turns out that this Spanish Kickstarter creator thought so too. Now I would love to tell you more about this guy, but I can't. Weirdly, this is the only Kickstarter I have ever come across that does not have a link to find out more about the creator. Strange, right? Well, regardless, poking around, I discovered that the guy's name is Ezekiel Granado, and here he is. Anyway, after looking at one of the laziest campaign videos I've ever seen, Ezekiel actually ends up showing you some genuine concept gameplay of the game. Yeah, it's not that good. He has also gone as far as to create a detailed PDF with his proposal and even contacted Sega themselves, asking them if they fancied selling the rights to him, which they obviously didn't agree to. But I gotta say, props to them for being as nice as they were. The rest of the campaign shows a mental amount of images taken straight from the sprite database, and finally, you got this. Yes, he even posted a link to his Google Drive full of all of his work in progress on Altered Beast: The Return. The Kickstarter went 11 days without anybody commenting or backing, and like I said, Ezekiel contacted Sega over the rights of the game and even they didn't bother taking it down, which meant the campaign was cancelled by the campaign owner himself a whole month and a half early. And looking at the date that those files were modified in the Google Drive, it looks like the game's development only lasted approximately one final month before being abandoned. Rock and roll racing. Who remembers this? Micro Machines meets the 90s Beavis and Butthead generation. Hell yes. Go on, pick up a controller, there's plenty of tunes for all. The small development studios were obviously big fans. They went ahead without the permission of the IP owners, who just so happened to be Blizzard. They decided to go ahead and make Rock and Roll Racing 3D a full-on indie remake of the classic cult game. And as you would expect, the game gained a fair amount of attention and a whole heap of concerned fans. And besides the Wallies that were asking for Ouya ports, even Team Yard themselves admitted that if Blizzard knew about the game, then they're probably going to close the project. Did they? Yes. But thanks to that flexible goal, Yard team was still able to pull in a measly $1,505 of a $30,000 goal before they were forced to take it down. And to their credit, they still went ahead and made the game anyway, albeit with the new name Motor Rock, which found its way onto Steam. And of course, Blizzard got that removed too. Probably because it's not only just a blatant obvious rip, but it actually straight up steals assets from the original game. Heck, even the bloody installer is RRR3DSetup.exe. Oh boy. Thankfully, this isn't the end of our story. You still got some good, and you still got some bad. Firstly, the bad. Looking back on that Indiegogo campaign, it doesn't look like the team ever went to the effort to actually explain the situation to backers that still had to cough up the dough. And from what I can tell, none of them got a copy of the game. But the silver lining here is that this game can still be purchased to this very day. If you like the look of this, then go ahead over to Yard Team's website, chuck 'em a few bob, free bob to be exact, get yourself a Steam key and download the game directly from Steam, even though it's supposed to have been removed. I did this exact same thing and I can officially tell you, yeah, the game's alright I suppose, nothing too special, just, go and play the original. This one should get the Pokemon fans happy. After all, Pokemon fans are pretty hardcore and will go out and buy bloody anything with a bloody Pikachu's face on it. Now, to be fair, Pokemon fan projects are not exactly anything new, but just like all of the other projects on this list, the hazy grey area you was already in gets even darker than Hounder when you take your fan creation onto a crowdfunding website, just like PE2 Team did when they created Pokemon Emerald 2 fan-made sequel. Now I know a lot of you like to look up the Kickstarters that I present to you after the video, But with this one, I wouldn't bother. No video, no comments, no updates, and no way to actually buy the game. The world's longest paragraph explains that the game planned to continue the story of the original Pokemon Emerald game by a team of dedicated writers and artists. All you will be getting from the project is updates on the progress. However, that never happened, as the project was cancelled by the campaign owner, one William Henry III Reimbold, only 2 days after it went live, and not one person ever backed it. Now, like I said, there are quite a few apparently pretty decent fan-made games based on the Pokemon universe, and thankfully for this segment, Pokemon Emerald 2 was not the only attempt at crowdfunding one. This one is a real doozy. Big thanks to Reddit user Railsman for putting this one out. Pokemon World 3D is bloody ridiculous, featuring a modified World of Warcraft video. Sir Donovan here only needs the equivalent of about £30,000 for an MMORPG RTS game set in the world of Pokemon. Heck, I even helped myself by slapping down 60p, and I sure do hope it gets made. My only real question is, why all the hate from people like Miro Vitanen, who commented,
"Why do you name it Pokemon when it won't even be Pokemon? Also, the text world is just pasted on top of the real Pokemon sign. The game is made with the Warcraft engine. What exactly am I paying for here? Just seems like a big scam."
And Sir Donovan actually replied,
Hi you, as I stated there is copyrights and the game engine that will be used is Unity 3D. The video is merely to show what I am speaking about and I don't think it's very ethical to be rude now. Why would you threat this project as scam when there is verification process when you create a project? Want to blow off a great idea by manipulating and constructing bad vibes to possible pledges and backuppers? What the fuck was that?
Hey there guys, thanks for checking out the video. I want to give a big special shout out to all of my Patreons, but first I want to give a big special shout out to my free collaborators. We've obviously got Cad Icarus, we've obviously got Ant Dude, and we've obviously got Stuart Ashens. Big thanks to all you guys. I've wanted to work with some of you, I'll let you work out which one the other one is, for quite some time. Links to all of their channels are obviously in the description, and Ashen's incredible Indiegogo project for his new movie will also be in the description. But now, let's go back to those patrons where I give a big special shout out to Ryan Burford, Gary Pinkett, Andrew Dalton, Tomac Grabowski, Christopher Turnbull, Aaron McNamara, Brent Craft, Ben Jackson, Joe Lazarez, Ian A. Chapman, Phil Lowlins, Video Game Basement, Hananaz Retro to Next Gen Pixels Limited, aka Samuel Victor, Red the Beard, John Fuller, Michael Conrad, Constantine, Pretendo 64, Mike Fallon, Creamy Elephant, James Loveridge, Casey Garner, Blitz, Hedgie Ben Hall, Brian Rawson, Gemma, Mr. T-Shirts, Garrett Lager, Marcus Kimo, Cut Tyndall, June, Rob Jenkins, The Geeky Dad, Richard Carter, aka Fantastic Dizzy, Danta Control, Todd Pool Float G, and Petty Mew. If you want to get your name shouted out, get your name shown, come and see what I'm working on, all of that awesome stuff, then please click the links that you see on the screen. Don't forget to subscribe, give it a thumbs up, a thumbs down, whatever you prefer. But for now, this is DJ Slubs signing out, and hopefully I'll see you all next time.